Dash with Carol Dixon is all about life and how to live that life positively, productively, and prayerfully. After decades of ministry, Dr. Dixon is qualified to address any topic of life from a biblical perspective. Let's listen now as Dr. Dixon comes forth.
Well, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. I'm so glad to be with you. Oh, it's just such a wonderful time. Oh yeah, to know the Lord. It's a wonderful time to depend on him. Oh, he's sovereign. He rules over all. And that's a wonderful thing. I'm just expecting great things. I'm looking forward to great things. Yes, yes. Do you know godly goals stretch your faith? It does. I was talking to my staff. You know how to stretch. We got to stretch. We got to reach for. And we do it through faith, believing, and we shall receive. Godly goals are set through faith. Yeah. Matthew 9:29 says, according to your faith, let it be done to you. That's good stuff right there, isn't it? Then I read in Hebrews 11, godly goals are set through faith. And the Bible says, Hebrews 11:6, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Now, if you want the goals you set to be pleasing to God, then you need to set goals that require faith. Yes. In other words, bigger than you. Bigger than what you could do. You gotta set goals that are too big for you to reach on your own. Yes, godly goals stretch and grow your faith. When you set and trust God for a big goal, God will work in a big way. Yes, he will. And you'll see your faith grow in a big way. On the other hand, if you state a small goal, then you may not get to see God work in the big ways he wants to and has planned to in your life. Yeah, godly goals stretch your faith. You got to stretch. You got to stretch. I tell those around me, reach. You got to stretch. For a godly goal is bigger than you. Don't look for the small stuff with the chickens. Get up there with those eagles. Godly goals stretch your faith. They affirm that you trust God, but they're also statements of how much you trust God. The Bible says, according to your faith, let it be done to you. Matthew 9:29. When you don't set goals, then your goal is basically, what it's going to do? Stay the same. And as a result, your faith will stay the same too. Yeah. You can't wait till the moment to experience a moment. You start planning now. You start getting ready now for what God's going to do tomorrow. You don't set goals. I'll say it again. Your goal is basically to stay the same. Your faith will stay the same too. Now, let's see how this works. I'm going to ask you something. And when I ask you, what's your goal for your health? And you say, I don't have one. Then your goal is to stay the same. All right. When I ask you, let me ask you something else. What's your goal in your relationships? And you say, I don't have one. Then your goal is for them not to get any better. Let me ask you something else. When I ask you, what's your goal for getting out of debt? You say, I don't have one. Then your goal is to stay in debt. When I ask you, what's your goal for your career? And you say, I don't have one. Then your goal is just to drift along. All along the way, to just drift along. Goals are spiritual discipline. They challenge your faith. They develop your character, and they build your hope. You haven't believed God until you've attempted to do something that can't be done without his power to work in your life. Godly goals require you to remain dependent on Jesus, and that makes your faith strong. When you have seen God work through you to accomplish something you couldn't have done on your own, you stick your chest out. Oh my God. That stretches your faith. Get some goals. Get some goals. Get goals that are bigger than you, bigger than what you're doing. What goals have you set today so that you can continually grow in every area of your life? I've challenged you today. Don't forget, remember, godly goals stretch your faith. I am Carol Dixon, and this is Dash.
We know you have been inspired. Your faith has been built, giving you a new perspective. Tell someone about Dash with Carol Dixon podcast. Someone you know needs to tune in. We're always on 24/7. Spread the word, won't you? We're helping you and many others with a positive, productive, and prayerful word. Thank you for joining us today. Take a moment now to leave a rating, review, and subscribe to our podcast app. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for listening to Dash with Carol Dixon.